Hello, Booktube. This is Aaron from Aaron Read a Book or Aaron Read a Book. Got a tag for Tag Tuesday. This is the Stay Gold tag created by the Mild Rumpus. I believe this is inspired by The Outsiders, the book and the musical adaptation. I think there's a film as well, isn't there? I've not seen the film or read the book. This seems to be a very American book. Maybe it was in schools or something, but I don't think it was a big deal in England. If you're English and you've read it, let me know. Um, I was tagged by Book Chat with Pat, Queen of the Tags, and I've been watching a lot of people do this tag, and it's a really lovely tag, but it's also quite hard because you have to shout people out, and there's always going to be people who fit into every category and who I forget and things like that. So don't be offended if I don't mention you. Yeah, let's do the tag. The first prompt, I believe these are all characters in The Outsiders. Ponyboy Curtis, share some booktubers who have been especially supportive of your channel. This one's really hard because it's such a great community sort of atmosphere on Booktube, or in this part of Booktube anyway, that everyone's always shouting each other out, and I've been shouted out loads of times. But the people who are really being supportive is Kelly from Books I'm Not Reading, who basically harassed me every time I commented on her channel for about 2 years, saying, when are you making a channel, Aaron? When are you making a channel? And then I have made a channel, and I felt like I had really good reasons not to, but they've all gone out the window now, and I really enjoy making videos. So Kelly was a very big supporter of my channel, especially early on, and I got loads of subscribers straight away because people saw my comment and her comments, and came straight from her channel to mine. So that was really nice. I've had some major shout outs as well. I had one from Sarah from Your True Shelf, who's also commented on my channel since my Booktube newbie tag, and she grew up in the same town as me, so we're like we've got a very shared experience. She named me in her 10 booktubers of the year or something. She did her favorite 10 booktubers of the year video, and then that went like really viral. It's like the biggest ever video on her channel, and that sent loads and loads of people to my channel. So that was very nice, and yeah, it's always nice to meet a fellow Colchesterian. I don't know if that's what we're called. Another person from Essex, Jo Smith, who's a commenter. She comments on all my videos as well, and is friends with Sarah and Kelly, I believe. So I'm sure, I think it was Jo who actually sent Sarah to my channel. So they're both been commenting on my channel since my Booktube newbie tag, and it's just really nice to have people comment on your videos all the time. Yeah, so a lot of commenters comment on basically all my videos, and that's really nice. And the other person who did a big shout out for me was Katie at Books and Things, a channel I've been watching for like 5 years. So that was like, it's almost like someone famous shouting you out. And Katie is my the person who subscribed to me with the most amount of subscribers by about 20,000 people. So it was really amazing getting a shout out from her, and that sent loads of people to my channel. But yeah, loads of other people as well have shouted me out over the year, and yeah, it's too many to name in a list. To Daryl Darry Curtis. Darry, is that what you call people called Daryl? Share a channel that has inspired or somehow influenced your channel. I was thinking about the sort of style of channel that I had, and it's too many people. I can like there's so many other booktubers that I have similar styles to that I can't really name them all. So I'm going to go with the first booktuber I ever watched, um, and that is Jin. Insert literary pun. I found I was reading Robin Hobb's series, Realm of the Elderlings, and I thought I'd like just thought, oh, I'll look on BookTube, not on BookTube, on YouTube to see if anyone talks about it on there, because I had only used YouTube before for gaming, for watching streamers and things, and watching game tutorials, and I'd never really thought of looking on there for books, and I found her review of, I think it's the first three books in the Realm of the Elderlings, or maybe she does more, and it was just such a brilliant video that sent me to other booktubers. I think basically Steve Donahue was maybe the second person I saw, um, but yeah. So Jen, not only was she the first booktuber that I saw, I think her review style is inspiring. Like she's so good at she talks so smartly, um, and she's very good at reviewing books. I think that's the kind of book review I aspire to do, although I definitely don't have the natural abilities to do it. Um, Soda Pop Curtis, share a booktube channel that makes you laugh and brings you joy. There's again loads of people could fit into this one. The person who really makes me laugh all the time, every video is Heather. Too many Heathers. She's just she's so creative and naturally funny and kind of hectic. Um, she just makes me laugh so much, and she does like lots of daily blogs, daily vlogs. Sorry, for like Vlogtober or at Christmas as well, and it's just a joy when she's doing a daily one because it's just my like a highlight of my day every day, seeing her crazy monologue on what she's been up to, and she makes like these insane little leaflets and things that are really brilliant for events and things. Who else have I put down for funny? One that I don't see often talked about is Kate Crafter, who I was pointed to her channel by a comment in my own on one of my own reviews. I did a review of Roadside Picnic, the Russian sci-fi book that inspired Stalker, and someone said, "Oh, I've just seen another review of this by Kate Crafter," and I didn't know her, and I started watching her videos, and she's so funny. She also does lots of movie stuff, but she's got very dry English wit, and she does loads of movie and TV stuff, and sci-fi stuff. And I watched her Roadside Picnic video, and then I watched her. She did a daily vlog of reading Star Trek novels all day, and it's so funny. It I'll put a link to it in my thing. You can check it out. But yeah, if you she's just getting into Star Trek in like the last couple of years, I think, and that vlog's really funny. And the other people I've written down are a double act, and they come together, and that's Gareth at Book Songs and Other Magic, and Dave and Olive at Book Blether. I don't often get to go to their Thursday night lives because they do them at 11 p.m. in English time, which is mad because Gareth is English and he's a teacher, but he doesn't sleep apparently. But they're both very funny people, and their lives are just a joy to be part of. Very biscuit heavy. If you like biscuits and books, definitely check out that. What's next? Keith 2-Bit Matthews recommends some new to you booktube channels that you enjoy watching. I'm going to do two that are actually quite new, and one that's old but I hadn't heard of. Well, I'd heard of them, but I hadn't watched them. Um, First, Nikki at My Messy Bookshelf. She's like 1 month into BookTube, I think, but I really like her channel, and she reads a nice variety of things as well, um, and always has interesting things to say about everything. So I'll leave a link to everyone and thing. Um, and then there's book chat with Pat, who tagged me in this, um, who I feel like everyone knows her already. She's done BookTube how BookTube should be done. She just thrown herself fully into the community. Almost every video I watch, I go down to the comments to make a comment, and Pat's already made a comment, and that's what you need to do when you start, and that's how you make friends. And I think Pat's just got a million friends already, so she's a great new booktuber. And the one that I'd heard of but I had not watched, and now I love them, is Bert and Sean at Story Time. I feel like I would definitely be friends with them if I knew them in real life. They're into lots of the same music and stuff as me, and they're not so much book taste actually, but the same sort of movies and music and stuff. And they talk about everything, and they do a lot of vlogs as well. And I think they started one of the vlog things, I think, or maybe they just do Vlogmas or something. So I'd heard of them from something else. Maybe it was Doathon, but I'd never watched them. And now I watch all their videos. I love them. They're very chilled out, and just like very. They're both quite softly spoken and peaceful, and their channel is always very interesting. Yeah, so I'll go with those per story time as well. Dallas Dally Winston, what was something that you initially found tough as a booktube newbie? Share how you overcame it. I have not found that much too tough. I thought I would really hate looking at my own stupid face, but I've gotten over it really quickly. I think if I look at the early videos, it's a bit cringy, but the main one time I had issues was, I think it was like my third or fourth video. I did a video on the Hugo and Nebula Award and every novel that had won both books. And I didn't really do any research. I just thought, oh, I'll just talk about this and go through all 26 and say which ones I liked. But I didn't really look. I didn't refresh my memory on any of them, so it was a bit of a rambly, nonsensical video, which pretty much is my style. But at the time, I didn't realise what would happened was that it got into science fiction YouTube, like BookTube, which is a much bigger area than my normal area of BookTube. So it was getting, even after a month, it was still getting 100 views a day, and it was just getting loads and loads of views. And a lot of the comments were criticising me, but in a correct manner, because I had made quite a slapdash video. So that kind of, and then I took the video down eventually, because I was just annoyed getting 100 things every day and then getting loads of comments every day and thinking, like, this isn't even my area of BookTube. This is like a whole new, like, it was like 99% new viewers. So I learned from that, if I'm gonna do something like that. And then I did redo all that. I redid that as a series, although I never finished it. I do need to finish that one day. And then went much more into detail in the books, and I didn't get any bad comments on that. So yeah, if I'm going to do a big project thing like that, I'd need to put more effort into it, basically. Like Friday reads and stuff, it's easy just to spill off what you've been reading that week because it's fresh in your memory. But if I'm thinking about a project that I've been doing for like 10 years, definitely need to make some notes. So that was bad. and I like some of the comments did annoy me, even though most of them were true. Like I remember someone being like, "Go watch Daniel Green." No, thank you. Um, and number six, Steve Randall. Why doesn't Steve Randall have a nickname? They've all got nicknames apart from Steve Randall. What is your favourite video on your channel? Um, I think my favourite is how to read less, because it's a very stupid short video. It's about 2 minutes long, but it's the only video I've done where I actually kind of get up and do stuff. So that was really fun to edit and put together, and it was a complete whim as well. I kept seeing the same videos of people talking about how to read more, and I just thought it'd be funny to do a how to read less one. And I thought about it whilst I was in my morning meeting with work, and then I just quickly made it in like an hour and put it out while I was meant to be working. But I do think that's the funniest video I've done. It makes me laugh, which is important. um, I'll put a link to that down in the comments as well. Sherry Cherry Valance, share a channel that you enjoy watching outside of BookTube. I watch loads of like gamers, but mostly on Twitch these days. They've kind of abandoned YouTube. But I will. Kelly again got me addicted to music reaction videos. As she mentioned in one of her videos once that it's like a guilty pleasure of her watching music reaction videos, and then I always started watching them. I don't watch them like every day, but every now and then when I'm kind of in the mood, I'll just watch like hours and hours of music reaction videos, and they're kind of stupid because a lot of them you're like, how have you not heard Bohemian Rhapsody? But then there are people that are quite honest and will say if they've heard a song before, and then there are ones that come from a different perspective. So my favourite one's called The Charismatic Voice, and she's an opera singer and an opera coach, and she does videos mostly on like metal um, and rock and stuff. And that is like a world that she just doesn't know anything about, and she kind of got introduced by her husband. And her perspective is very nice. And she's just a very joyful person. Um, if you want to check out a music reaction video, check out the Charismatic Voices Tool Lateralis reaction, because that song is like a musical masterpiece, and she really appreciates the the musical element of it. And another one I'm going to mention is a very calm, relaxing one, which is a wood turning channel, and that's a man called Peter Brown, and he just makes little wooden things and epoxy things and stuff, and he'll do weird things like he'll make like a screwdriver out of pencils or something like that. Mad stuff, but I'll leave a link to that as well. And they're just very calming videos. Last one. Oh no, it isn't last one. Johnny Cade. Again, Johnny Cade, he doesn't get a nickname. Is Johnny Cade a nickname? Discuss the effect that BookTube has had on you as a reader. It's kind of immeasurable. I can't really separate me as a reader from BookTube anymore, because I've been watching BookTube for like 5 years, and I think the amount of books that I've bought that weren't influenced by BookTube is a handful in that time, and I bought maybe 100 books a year in those 5 years. So almost every book I read is influenced by BookTube. I would have never tried audiobooks, and now I'm starting to kind of get them. I would never read Jane Austen. I saw Jane Austen July, and I thought, oh, I didn't realise that sort of young people read Jane Austen as well. Or I thought they were sort of silly romances, and then I started getting into silly romances as well. So it stripped a lot of snobbery that I didn't know I had. horror as well. I've been trying out horror, loads of new genres, westerns, loads of stuff. Um, Sunsets. What's that got to do with Outsiders? I don't know. Again, have not read it. Share a piece of advice slash wisdom. Um, my main bit of advice would be, either as a watcher or a creator on YouTube, on Booktube, is to comment on other people's videos as much as you can. Like, I don't comment on every video I watch because I often have it on whilst I'm working from home or when I'm cooking. But I I reckon I comment on about 80% of the videos I watch, and the only times I don't is when I've got like flour all over my hands, or eggs or something because I'm cooking. But I think the, commenting on other people's videos is creates the community. Like, it's all well and good doing these shout out videos and everything, but commenting on each other's videos is, I think, like the main essence of BookTube, and we would all be in just talking to ourselves if it wasn't for that. So, and I think a lot of new booktubers watch a lot of booktube and then don't comment so much, and that's not the way to do it. You should do what Pat does and just comment on everyone's videos, tag everyone in everything, make loads of new friends. Stay gold, tag others. I'm not going to do that because I think loads of people have done this tag, and I think it helps if you've been on BookTube a while. And I think everyone who's been on BookTube a while has pretty much done this. So that's my tag for Tag Tuesday. Thank you, Pat, for tagging me, and thank you, The Mild Rumpus, for creating it. Have a good one, BookTube.